Yo, what's up, broskies? Hope you guys have a wonderful day. In the day for you guys, I have a Farlight 84 Ultimate settings guide video. Yes, we're gonna be finally doing it, and it's gonna be a relatively long video today. I don't know how long in general normally these kinds of videos take up to 40 minutes or like 30 minutes, but yeah, basically all I'm gonna do is teach you everything that I know about the game. We have multiple sections that we're gonna talk about today. First one will be obviously settings. I'm gonna go every single tiny setting, explain to you guys what I think you guys should choose and what I have. Also, for the people that came into this video and just want my settings, don't even care about me explaining the settings or anything else, and then here's a timestamp right now on the screen where you guys can skip to and then just copy my settings if you guys just want to do that. So for now, for the people that want the settings explained, we're gonna go right in it. We're gonna start in general on the weapons tab. First up, we have aim assist. I obviously have it disabled. Then on auto fire weapons, obviously you have that disabled. That's probably one of the worst settings in existence. Then we have aim mode. Aim mode, I have it on tap. I also can see you guys holding tap and hold. I've seen many people using mixed lately, but that is just fully preference. If you just like tap, hold, or tap, hold more, I preferably use tap. Bolt action sniper fire mode, I have it on tap to fire. Single shot shotgun fire mode, I have it also on tap to fire. Next up, we have quick switch scope button. It's technically a relatively useful setting. Basically all it gives you is that you on the right side here on the bottom have an extra scope button that where you can just switch the scopes. The reason why I have this setting off is relatively simple. It is because I always pick up the scopes instantly that I want and then never switch between any other scopes. Technically, it really doesn't matter if you have this setting on, because the button is really useful, and also could recommend for people that are relatively new to the game to play this. But I, for example, have on auto pickup loot, I have scopes off, that I don't pick up scopes, that I always just see the scope. Okay, this is a one times, okay, then I switch to my SMG or whatever, and then pick up the one-time scope, and then throughout the whole game I never switch scopes again. So I basically already choose the scopes while picking them up, and I never care about scopes again at that point again. But yeah, besides that, this is not something you need to have off. You can also keep the scope setting button on. I also had it on, I think, a year ago, but yeah, I just have it off now because I already choose my scopes anyways in the beginning instantly, and then I never need to care about it again, so I never had a reason to turn this on. But again, you can turn it on. It is not that big of a deal. Next up is gyroscope. I have gyroscope off. I'm not a gyroscope player. I only play gyroscope a little bit on phone, but even then I don't have insane settings on gyroscope. So I would recommend, if you want really good gyroscope settings, to check out my boy Kiwi. Kiwi has really good gyroscope settings. I'm gonna leave this video in this description where he showed his settings. If you guys want to copy his settings sensitivity wise on gyroscope, I can recommend his settings because he's the GOAT. Next up, we have manual shooting pattern. I actually have this on press a single shot, if I can show you guys why. So the reason we have this on tab is relatively simple. So now I'm gonna have hold to auto fire on, and all I do is aim and then hold the fire button. This is how fast it shoots, and I can't shoot fast if I have it on single shot though. So you guys see the difference, right? That's why we have it on single shot. Next up, we have ADS field of view, and I have it on independent. Highly recommend it with independent, because most of the times it's a little bit secretly, but most of the times you actually have more aim assist on independent. Because the difference is that if you have it on affected, as you guys can see, if I scope in, the FOV almost doesn't change at all. It's basically just a little bit zoomed in, but that's it. Let's change it to independent, and you guys are gonna see in a second now what is happening here. Boom! It goes way in further. You have definitely a better way of hitting the enemy because everything is more zoomed in, and yeah, it is definitely way better, trust me, on the long run. Also, almost in every single mobile game, especially Bloodstrike, it was that independent was just the GOAT in terms of settings. It gave you more aim assist, you could definitely hit shots better, and that's why I can highly recommend using independent. That's why I also have been using independent since, and in Fire as well, it is absolutely amazing. The next setting is auto switch weapons when out of ammo. I have it on disable because I don't know, if I I don't know, shoot my gun, and then my gun is empty, and it automatically switches to my other gun, that is gonna be really annoying. I'm gonna have like 1-2 seconds where I can't run away instantly, because what I like to do is if I have no ammo anymore on my first gun, I just, I don't know, take position and like switch to my hands. They have faster speed, and then just go somewhere else and take position. So most of the time, basically having no ammo on a gun and it's going to be automatically switching to my other gun is going to be doing me more harm than actually helping me. That is also because most of the times, if my mag is empty, not my full gun, but if my mag is empty and I need to reload, I also just switch to my hands and then just like to do something. Maybe I have like environment here somewhere, like here, and I can just go behind this real quick and then reload, and then I don't know, like do a slide out, and then boom, you know, guys know what I mean. So I really dislike having my gun automatically switched. But yeah, you can technically also turn it on if you guys are used to it. It is not that bad of a setting, but most of the times it could maybe fuck you guys over. Next up, we have FOV when sprinting. I have it on 100%. Next up, we're going to the battle tab, and the first setting is going to be skill casting mode. Definitely have it on release to cast. Basically, what that means is, for example, with Cypher, if I press the button and release my finger from the button, she draws it. But if I have it on double press to cast, I would need to press the button 2 times. I personally really like release to cast. Also on most abilities, you just activate it way faster. I think some exclusions abilities are, for example, here, Cypher Scan, because it always just gets activated instantly when you tap it. It doesn't matter which setting you have on. Then we have auto upgrade skills. I had it 100% on disabled because I obviously want to choose which upgrade should be upgraded first. So yeah, that's why I have it on disabled. So next up, we have auto vault obstacle while sprinting. No. Then we have auto climb. No. If you want to have mechanics, definitely have that turned off. Next up, we have accidental wall jump protection. I have it on enabled. That should be self-explanational. So next up, we have just like finish the forward stance. This is gonna be a little bit controversial, but I have it on crouch. I know that most people have it on stand. For explanation real quick, for people who have no idea what the setting does, is that if you slide and then the slide is over, you automatically stand up. Same thing here with the crouch thing. Here you're gonna stay on crouched automatically. So why do I have this on crouched? So my explanation why I have this on crouched is because I just can stand up myself. Like I manually stand up myself by just crouching and pressing the crouch button again, and then I just stand up myself. And then also if you like crouch jump, you also stand up automatically. And then also if you're on the ground and then you auto run, you automatically stand up. So technically that setting is pretty useless in the current Farlight 84. The main reason I actually have it on the crouch still is because with the crouch setting I can still do a little bit more mechanics in the game. So what do I mean by that? For example, let's say that smoky guy over there is a person. So what I can do here, here's cover. I can slide, and then I still am in my crouch position. And then I can instantly press my crouch button, aim, and then go down again. And have like a perfect free insta peek. This is obviously something that I just do myself. And yeah, I just also most of the times don't like it that I automatically stand up. But let's say someone is over here. He's gonna still be able to see me. Like he's definitely gonna see my head. But if I crouch into it now and then I automatically stand up, like I'm gonna be fucked for a second again and I need to press the crouch button again. I just, in my head personally and with experience, found out that just having the slide automatically let me stand up fuck me more over than the other way around. But obviously for people that are not going to be used to not having the game automatically stand you up, they're just going to have to learn to press the crouch button again after basically a slide. So yeah, basically what we can summarize that setting on is that it's actually pretty fully your preference. I have it on crouch, you can put it on stand, whatever you want. I just personally think that crouch has a little bit more mechanics to it and you can actually do a little bit more than with the crouch setting. But if you put it on stand and crouch, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day because most of the time it's just like a tiny difference. So next up we have quick stand up. I highly recommend having this on enabled. That basically just enables you to go from a crouching position instantly to a sprinting position. If you auto run, that's what I explained earlier, that's why I also automatically stand up. Then jump to right zip lines, 100% have that on disabled. I would highly recommend you guys to learn to use your zip line button. Then auto open doors, I have it on disabled. Obviously we need to door camp. Door camping is a highly useful mechanic in the game. It's gonna save you ass sometimes if you need to heal up. If you have a phantom on the other side, you're dead, so sadly. Next up we have use buddy on switching. It's a similar setting as to skill casting mode. Have it on release to cast, because if you switch into your buddy backpack and instantly select the buddy, you can instantly just use it. Then stick display position, I have it on fixed speed because it doesn't matter where I tap on my screen anyways, it is still like following me. Like for example, I'm like over my weapons right now, over my jump button, and I can still move around because my whole left side of my screen is just for the movement stick. So technically that setting is pretty useless. I actually don't know why that exists if the other setting already enables you to move around with the whole full left side of your screen. Enemy health bar, obviously you have that on, always show HP. It's important to know how low the enemies are. So next up we have smart healing items, really useful. Basically, for example, if you have bats equipped and then, I don't know, you take white damage from zone, it's gonna show up the bandages on top and you can just click it. That's what I really like to do. If you use healing items after switching to them in the items menu, definitely have that on as well. It's basically the same as use buddy on switching and skill casting modes. Basically the same thing, so that's why I want you to have it also on enabled. How to use multiple HP recovery items, yes, have that on enabled. We want to continuously use HP items sometimes, so we definitely need to use that. And you can just disable the healing yourself. So next up we have continuous buddy deployment. Basically what that does and why I have it on disabled is that if you have this on this enabled, let's say I draw a Sparky, that explosive buddy. If I draw that, it instantly in my back is going to search for another Sparky. If I don't have another Sparky, it's going to choose any other buddy and then gives me the another buddy instantly in my hands. The reason why this is bad is if we have a fight where I just want to draw one buddy, I can't switch instantly to my weapons. Like I'm not going to be able to instantly shoot this. It's going to give me like 2, 3, 4 seconds where I can't do anything because I have another buddy in hand and I'm just going to panic and can't do anything. That's why I have this definitely on disabled, because I want to shoot instantly after I draw a buddy. Then next up we have higher enemies, obviously on enabled. That is really good. Then all rotation buttons obviously have them on disabled. Turn with right fire button obviously have that disabled. Hide button if no items available also have this on disabled. Let's go to my HUD. I think this is pretty default. I haven't changed that much. It's just damage number stack, minimap rotation disabled, squad mate icon displayed off screen enabled, marker enabled, first person 2D, third person 2D, first person danger 2D, and third person danger indicator 2D. And I think this is all default settings. Now I'm gonna go to looting, and the only thing that I changed on the looting side is auto loot sides on disabled. I think everything else is still the same, and there is also nothing much you should change here for now. Then loot box looting system, I have it on grid, that I can see everything instantly, but it's kind of annoying currently with the loot box system that if I have auto loot on, it is just instantly gonna pick up everything in the grid, and then it's really hard to sometimes get something out of the grid you want. Like shield swap automatically, you automatically shield swap anyway, so shield swap doesn't matter that much. But if I want to have a specific weapon and I see everything just going around in the grid and I can't choose it because it's just auto looting, it's kind of annoying sometimes. I hope they're gonna make like a setting someday where it's gonna help with that issue. But yeah, for now it's gonna be like that, and I'm already kind of used to it, so it's fine. Next up, we're gonna go to the custom tab, and I choose on squad mate outline color the brightest color, the most eye-catching color for my squad mates, and that is the pink one. White sometimes, like technically you can also do white, but sometimes it blends in with everything and you can't like differentiate, and definitely that's why I choose pink. Hit effect, I have it still on red, and then here everything should be on default. I haven't changed anything here. Now let's go to the graphics tab. I have HD graphics because if I use Ultimate I can't use 120 FPS anymore. That's why I have it on HD. Anti-aliasing is on. Dynamic shadows are disabled because you can just see people sometimes better, but I could technically also have it on enabled. It doesn't matter that much. Visual style I have it on bright because it's the setting where it gives you the most saturation. Yeah, FOV and third person FOV on the highest you can possibly do. Sound audio quality obviously on ultra. That's really important. I think if you on balanced, starting from balanced, you can only choose high. Ultra is pretty nice because you can hear almost everything that's going on. That I mean, it's 2 settings. I don't need to explain anything here. So now let's go to characters. Quick ADS mode, fire upon ADS. I think that is like the scope fire button. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I have it on disabled anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's just for quick ADS here, everything. So yeah, I think I have everything here on default. So now we're gonna go to my HUD. On HUD, I need to explain a couple things. First up, zipline button. Always have the zipline button in a position where you can instantly reach it. Like, as you guys can see, I have like a structure where I'm using 8 fingers, by the way. That's why my structure is like that. I basically have like a clean, really comfy stance for my hands that I just need to align them, and I have everything in my grasp of all my fingers. And yeah, that's probably why I can just use everything at the same time and do everything at the same time, but most of it is just muscle memory. What's really important is the joystick here, because you need to have this run at the tip of the joystick. I don't want you to have this right here, because if you have it right here, if you're on a crouch, you can't, like, if you need to like hide somewhere or like move a little bit, but like stealthily, you can't do that anymore because you automatically stand up. So what I want you to do, because we have that setting on, auto stands up, is to put that run button right here, like on the tip of the joystick. By the way, my joystick button size is 42%. You guys can copy it if you want, but I use an iPad. On phone, you will need to have a bigger joystick size a little bit, but you can just try around. And then it's gonna still have the same effect, by the way. Like, you're not gonna have issues with not being able to sprint fast enough to slide. That is enough anyways. Trust me. So with this, and I can still move around. But yeah, that's already it with the HUD. Like, only the joystick setting is the most important one, and the only universal setting that everybody should have like that. I don't actually currently in Farlight had anything that I can show you guys HUD-wise that is really important to have. Like, everything else is just preference. But yeah, this is my HUD, by the way. If you guys like it, that's basically my HUD. So yeah, next go up to vehicles. I have everything on normal. Did I go into a vehicle once yet? I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have, because I think only on certain modes the vehicles are active. I think on jetpack mode, I think the vehicles are active. But yeah, I haven't changed anything here yet. Next up, we're gonna go to sensitivity. I use fixed speed, acceleration value, and 100%. I don't know why acceleration value is on, because it's like, I think it's not on, but it's just glitchy. As you guys can see, if I switch back and forth between acceleration and fixed speed, it's gonna turn off again. But I don't know why this is happening. Don't ask me why. But no worries, if you have fixed speed on, there's no acceleration value. It just shows up like that. It's a little bit weird. ADS sensitivity toggle mode, I have it on gradual. You definitely need to choose what you're used to. Don't even think about just using what I have. Use what you have been using in other games. If on COD Mobile you use during ADS or after FDS or gradual, then just choose whatever you had on COD Mobile. Whatever game you came from, whatever game you played the whole time, make sure that you look, okay, what do I have on that setting, and then just play and use it here, because it really doesn't matter. This is just something that just screams what you're used to. Like, really, it really doesn't matter what setting you have. Whatever setting you're used to, you're gonna use. Don't choose my setting just because it's my setting. Then light catcher and vehicle, I have it on 100%. Now we're gonna go to my settings. Yeah, I'm gonna just slowly go down. There's nothing much to explain here. It's basically my settings. Highly recommend having sync aim fire sensitivity, by the way, on disabled. Make sure to have it on disabled, because enable just fucks you over. I don't know why sync aim fire sensitivity enabled feels so weird, but just go click on disabled and then just make all the settings for fire and aim sensitivity and just do it the same. Just do the same thing you would have on enabled and just do it on disabled, because I don't know, something is just weird about having it enabled. It just feels different. This is vehicle. This is all on default, and gyroscope I have disabled, so I don't use it. Game tab, I think, yeah, that is just something that you guys will not care about. It's just normal stuff. And then download, that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna just go over the settings real quick, and yeah, that's basically for the people that skipped the video. Okay, let's go right into it. Okay, now that we have settings time, we're gonna go over to the next section. The next section is how to find your sensitivity, and I'm gonna just explain my experience, because normally in other games I'm gonna have like a mode that I basically recommend you guys to play to be able to just build up and just find your sensitivity, where you also don't care about points and everything like ranked. And I think in this game it doesn't exist, because there is a mode, but you can only choose it if you queue, and that is the warm-up mode. The warm-up mode is highly the best mode, and probably the mode I would recommend you guys to do your sensitivity in, because you still have real players, you can still move around and all that stuff, and still have normal tracking, because in this game you need to build your sensitivity while shooting at real players. For example, if you notice, okay, I can't hit a real player, or it's like hard to hit a real player, then you just adjust the sensitivity a little bit. That's the way. Because for me, for example, when I started playing Farlight day 1 again on this update, I did my sensitivity fully in firing range, and then after that I didn't hit a single shot in ranked games, because like tracking a person, everything was just completely bad. And I know that these buddies are running around here, but trust me, it's definitely way different than someone just sliding, jump sliding and all that stuff. It is way easier if you just go to a casual match right now. That's sadly the only way. Go to a casual match or ranked match if you don't have high points right now, or you don't want to lose. You don't care about losing points. Then just go into ranked matches or casual matches, and then shoot out all the games. Just change the sensitivity ever so slightly. See what works better. Like, just try around. You just really need to try around. That's the best example and the best tip I can give you guys. That's the only way how you're gonna be improving, and also improve against real situations, because you're playing the real situations. But yeah, I would highly recommend warm-up. I hope they're gonna do it as separate mode again, where you can just choose it. Yeah, I just really miss that mode. I hope they're gonna bring it back, because I always want to play warm-up before I start actually going into ranked matches. The other modes, the solo TDM or whatever it is bad. I already tried it. It takes like 3 minutes to just get into one game, and then it's mostly bots, so I really don't like playing that mode. Maybe on PC it's different, but on mobile it's just not it right now. That's why I can recommend doing your sensitivity in just normal games, ranked games. Okay, the next section of the video will be movement. Movement is also going to be a tiny section, because there's nothing much to explain currently in this game. It's more like an explanation of what your Gamesense should be. The Gamesense is also going to be a huge section in a sec, so we're just going to be doing movement and like transitioning into mechanics and Gamesense at the same time. But yeah, basically movement in this game is fully dependable on your Gamesense. You only want to move when you need to move. You only want to slide when you need to slide, really, because most of the times if you slide, it's gonna fuck you over. If you play against a good player, it is really situational. For example, here's the person, And what I like to do when I see the person is just slide and then shoot, and then don't stop shooting till I kill the person. You like doing this, like sliding back and forth, like doing that is just not gonna be it. Like, yes, maybe if maybe it works against like a bad player, but it just a good player can just track you. And what is the reason to stop shooting if that person just sprays you and then just almost hits every single shot and you die because you decide to slide left and right or do whatever? Like in this game, like sliding hasn't that much of a huge effect. Obviously it's situational, because if, for example, I'm like right here next to the cover and like I shoot and then just go into cover, that's obviously, it's fully situational. But most of the time, if you go out of cover, you want to make sure that you kill that person. And that's why I also want to say that this game, even though it looks more like movement, it's more depending on movement, it's really fully dependable on aim. Aim is everything to this game. Obviously in every single shooter it's like that, but trust me, this game, nobody exists that has good movement and then has bad aim and then wins against a person that has bad movement and then good aim. I think the only reason these people might win that have good movement and bad aim is if they just keep running away from a person and then, I don't know, like somehow get lucky in end game because the person dies to zone or whatever the fuck. It is really, really, really more about aim in this game. So don't worry if you're not the big movement guy. If you have amazing aim, that's fully mostly gonna be it. But yeah, let's come back to the slide, because people might want to know how I do this slide where I instantly go left and right. In this game you need to wait a little bit, so you need to wait till your character is to a certain animation extent into your sprint. For example, I have already the timing down. It's like bum, bum. If I do it like instantly, how technically blood strike worked, it's like this. As you can see, I'm not doing anything. You need to wait till like you a little bit into the sprinting animation, then you can do the slide. But yeah, it's really muscle memory. You guys are gonna get it down. But yeah, coming back to the slide, what I forgot to explain is you mostly want to slide in a 1v1 fight if you're reloading. For example, you want to strafe in a gunfight. Okay, my gun is empty, and then I'm sliding, because I obviously don't want to get hit while I'm reloading, and then you're just gonna come back out. I also really like to just have like cover where I just do this, like I shoot, go back into cover, and then go back out again, then jump right out, and then fully kill the person. That's something that I'll let you do, and you can just try to learn yourself as well. But yeah, this is all just stuff you learn while playing the game automatically that I don't even technically need to explain to you guys. But yeah, that's basically movement. The rest is just fully game sense. This game is really about positioning. That's why I'm gonna teach you guys game sense now. First up, the number one thing I'm going to teach you guys, because this is something that everybody can learn and has to learn, is how to run away in this game. Why do I say this? Is because I have so many enemies, so many people that technically are relatively okay and good, but have no idea how to run away, especially also sometimes my teammates. And how do you want to run away from people? That is having awareness where the structures on the map are. For example, if a person is right here, okay? He was on top of here, then he jumped down, he's right there on his zip, okay? Right there on his zip. And I'm right here, okay? Don't just run in a straight line to run away from the person, because that person can still see you. You have to imagine that you have an eye in the back of your head, okay? You have to imagine it, just like what's happening behind you. You see that the guy jumped down, and if you run straight forward like this, he's still gonna see you. Please, in this example, use the pillar here, use the structures. Go a little bit to the right, and then just hug the wall right here that the person can't see you. Because that is gonna enable you, if you go to situations where here is an open space, oh my god, bro, I can't hide, I don't have any structures. This guy can just slide to the right and instantly see me. That's going to enable you, if you hide it a little bit, right, like here, to traverse these open structures. Yes, you're going to get hit most of the times, but you're going to be able to traverse these open structures with a highly likely chance, because the person already didn't crack you or make you low, because you still are relatively full HP, and then you're going to be able to make these open areas, okay? It's always important that you think with your head and play with your head, okay? But yeah, make sure that you always think about, if you run away, what structures are behind me, what did I just walk past, where can I hide my body from while I'm running away from the person. That's something I can just highly recommend. That's something you guys need to know. Next up, when it comes to game sense, is also mechanic, is also movement, is heroes. Heroes are by far the number one thing that helps you win fights, because if you don't know your hero, you're gonna die. because, for example, if I didn't have Cypher teleport, I'm gonna be dying. I'm gonna be 100% dying. Like 1v3ing is not gonna be happening to me anymore. It's just play with a character that you feel like you really like, and then just master that character. Okay, master it. Make sure that you know to a deepest to downest level how to play that character, because this game is all about mastery of a character. It is really like that. It is really like that. I maybe can 1v3 without any abilities, but even then it is really hard and really situational. Do I have a building? Am I in the open? How is anything happening? But basically, the abilities in the game from the heroes enables you to get you more in favorable situations, makes you able to go on high ground and all that stuff. Always play smart and use your abilities. But yeah, with the heroes, I don't want to go into that deep, because I don't want this video to be like 1 hour plus long. Like, it would be definitely almost 2 hours long actually, because I would explain every single character, how to play and what to do. I think I'm gonna make a separate video for that and explain more deep down for every single character what to do there. But yeah, just listen to what I said, use the characters wisely, and that's gonna help you a lot in all scenarios. A thing that I will explain though in this video is buddies. Buddies are all situational, but yeah, I'm gonna explain every single buddy real quick. A sunflower, always important to have one at least in your inventory from your team or more. In a highly competitive game, I would definitely have more than one sunflower. Like, just get every single sunflower you have. Really good. Which, I mean, I would just insta use every single time I see a witch. I would just insta use and see if I can just turn into something that helps my team. A Sparky, explosion, nothing more I need to say. It's probably the #1 used buddy in the game. I always have 2, like 1 or 2 at least. Then Smokey, if I don't have this guy over there, that gives me like a huge big wall, I get this guy. But yeah, it is just one of those 2. I always pick up these 2, and whatever I have first. Wall is really nice because it just gives you a little bit more cover, and you can also help the rotation in end game. So that's why I like this guy more than this guy. That's Smokey. Next one is I think my #1 favorite usage of buddy is the cannon. Cannon is so nice for rotation, running away, and all that other stuff. Yeah, I think also it's maybe the #1 picked up buddy because everybody picks it up. And yeah, no, actually I think the #1 picked up buddy is Sparky. I don't know, but yeah, really explanational right here. Then this guy, I mean, he's only useful to maybe get care packages, to like loot care packages, and that's kind of it. This guy is a 50-50. I don't like to use him because I'm just in the air and everybody can see me. Sometimes it can be a big surprise because people haven't seen the cloud and don't look up in the sky, and then maybe you can catch them off guard. But most of the times you pick up this guy. Cannon is way better than this cloud right here. Then we have one more buddy, and that is the elephant. I don't know why the elephant is not available in fire range. I searched him for a second. I thought he's like in a different position, but he's just not here. I don't know why. It's a little bit sad because the elephant had something I wanted to explain. For people that don't know, there's this buddy, this elephant that blows wind. What most people don't know is that you can also use the buddy to run away from people. What I like to do is just, if I see people pushing and I definitely know I'm not gonna win this fight, I like to just get that buddy out and then just point into the direction where the people are, that I slow them insanely down. It helps a lot to run away from people. And you can also annoy, like in a scrim game, annoy people that need to rotate to zone. You can just throw it in that direction, then they have a lot of trouble rotating into zone. A lot of stuff you can do with a buddy, really versatile. I like to choose that one. My personal ones that I always pick out are Flowey, Sparky, Smokey, this guy, Cannon, and then the elephant. And obviously all the mythic buddies are all useful. I would always pick them up. But make sure that if you get that thunder buddy to not throw it like relatively near you. If you have never used a thunder buddy, use it once, and then you know why I said that. Throw it a bit far away from you. But yeah, broskis, that was it with the ultimate settings guide. I am probably gonna make another guide for the heroes, but I don't have this video being 1 hour plus long. And the hero video might be even longer than the settings guide video and on its own, so I might do a separate video for that, 100%. And I'm gonna probably do a separate video for that. But yeah, broskis, that was it with the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, broskis. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.